guys, me, your host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! This is NECA's King Kong. This is NECA's classic take on the Kaiju King Kong. Kaiju meaning beast. This is like the original Japanese-inspired King Kong. It's the ultimate, the original. None of this new CGI rubbish. This is the original King Kong. And this has been brought to us by Real Toys and NECA. Includes an interchangeable head and hands. Lovely box, lovely artwork on there. Very classic looking design. There's a more intricate look there. And on the back you can see all the interchangeable heads and things. And of course we've got the flip box, so you can open it and take a look inside. And see the toy inside. Bit reflective there. But I can't wait to open this up, guys. As you guys know, I was dying to get the Mafex one, and sadly I never got my hands on one. I'm still hunting one to this day. But this one is amazing, and I can't wait to break him out of the packaging for you. This is a great figure. 7 inches in scale, and I got this from Comics and Cocktails. So thank you very much, Comics and Cocktails, for hooking us up with this awesome figure. So let's break it out of the box. This is my first King Kong action figure, do you know that? And I originally got this because I wanted to take a King Kong action figure with me when I finally get out to Florida, because they have, the Universal Studios have that wonderful area that's fully themed to King Kong, the Skull Island, and I want to pose this figure in that surroundings. Plus I'm going to like Animal Kingdom and places like that where there's going to be a lot of foliage. That's not, it looks really good, and there's lots of rocky areas and things like that. So I want to take some amazing action figure photography while I was out there. And oh yes, you can laugh at me if you want. People do laugh at me. I do like to take my some action figures with me when I go abroad, in case I see any awesome areas that look like they'd be good for action figure photography. I love to take a break from some of the rides in the afternoon when it gets too hot, and I like to have a walk around, and there's some really lovely areas in places like the Animal Kingdom where you'll be able to get really good photos of action figures and things like that, especially if you've got like Poison Ivy and people like that, because you'll be able to take pictures of her in some of the like greenhouses and places like that. It'll make some brilliant photos. Actually, I think I can get this one from just in here. Yeah. And then we've got the two hands as well. Yeah, I'm really getting into my action figure photography now. I've got like a proper kit that I've put together that I use when I go out and about. I'd love to share it with you sometimes. If you're interested in seeing what equipment I've got for doing action figure photography, I'd love to share that with you guys. Been really getting into my photography while I've been in lockdown. I'd love to share that with you. Alright, so we have King Kong out of the packaging now. Looking very cool. Look at that awesome face. That is very much classic King Kong, isn't it? That big face. I love that face. Do we not have a closed mouth? We don't have a closed mouth. That's a shame. I would have liked just at least one just closed face. Wow. Look at this figure. Okay, so head moves side to side. Not very much up and down motion, but side to side. There is the crunch here at the middle, which kind of does crunch around a little bit, and does allow him to turn quite well. I can't seem to see if these arms lift outwards. I would have thought they would have done, but it doesn't look like they want it. Oh, there we go. It just takes a little bit of heating up. There we go. There we go. Just get in there. So always remember to, some of the joints may need, don't just force them out. Do it gently and gradually as you're lifting these pieces out. Basically, the arm piece only just fits under this piece here, so it does take a little bit, and it may cause scuffiture over time, so just be careful with that. Don't move it unnecessarily if you don't need to. Then there's the bicep swivel there as well. There is a double hinged elbow here as well, which looks very nice. Yeah, that's a big double hinge elbow, and the hands are on ball joints as well. Nice. Can't wait to see what poses I can get out of this. He's got a lot of battle scars and scratches already on him and stuff. He's already been in the battles. And then his legs, they click out all the way, which is good. As well as forwards, backwards, double hinge knees. Yeah, double hinge that bend knees that bend round as well. The hinge is kind of hidden, which is nice. So that's good. And then feet are on rocker. Yeah, and the pivot as well. However, no oh yes, there is. Sorry, there is display base holes as well. They're just in the top part of the foot. I didn't see that. And I'm liking those big feet as well. They've got like the proper look as well, which is nice. So we have got this alternate head sculpt as well to look at, and he does also have, not that I'm probably going to use these hands, but he does have open palm hands as well for grabbing and swatting at planes if he climbs the Empire State Building. But I'm going to leave the fisty ones on for now because I want to see if I can get him, boom, like a proper gorilla pose. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible, but I'm going to try. And as well, let's see how easy the head pops off. Very easily, actually. Get the other one on. So there's the secondary skull, which is the aggressive one, with the teeth showing. That's very cool. But I am going to stick with the regular face for now. Yeah, the open hands will be great for holding things, grabbing things. My only problem so far is the fact that this is a 7-inch scale figure, but obviously it's King Kong, so when I stand other figures near it, it does look, you know, ridiculous. So, by ridiculous I mean it's obviously they're not in scale whatsoever either. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the pose I want out of this, but we're going to try. Nah, he's not going to be able to do it. I want to see if I could get the proper... I can get a little bit of a pose going on. That's as best as I can kind of get. I'm going to have a play around with it a bit more and see if I can get a bit more of it. I was trying to go for the classic kind of boom, fist in the ground ape sort of pose. But I don't think he's not made to do that pose. That was just me seeing if I could do it. All the photographs I've seen of the NECA Kong have all been stood up, you know, dominant pose. So we'll have a play around anyway. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can come up with. I think I've got it a little bit now. I've hunched him up a little bit more. It's slowly getting there, you know. Just find a little new bits of articulation to use to utilise what I want to do. It's all about just finding the right balance. There we go. Actually, I've nearly succeeded now. There we go. A little bit better. Right guys, what I'll do is I'll head on down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at this King Kong figure. So let's head on down to the desk cam. So I've been playing with him for a little while now, and I've kind of got a half sort of dominant monkey pose that I liked. I wanted to see if I could get a proper ape pose out of this, as well as King Kong poses, but it's not going to work the way I'm wanting it to. I might have to actually look at some photographs and try and... Sometimes I find that looking at photographs and things like that of actual, you know, the way people move, things like that, usually help with articulation. So I might have a quick look and see if I can see anything that might help me make the pose I want. But for right now, let's take a look. So that face sculpt is really cool. I'm loving that classic pose. He's even got life behind those eyes, which is nice, and he's got his big sort of mouth open. This is the secondary head sculpt that I can bring into focus for you. Again, a very aggressive, wild-eyed version of it with the nice big yellow, gnarly teeth. And even the tongue looks like it's got saliva on it and stuff. I love it. And those are the other hands as well. So this King Kong figure is very nice. They've done a great job. It looks like it's actually got fur and stuff. And I'm loving these pieces here at the back, which soft plastic actually, which really help cover up some of the, you know, like when you pose and things like that, it helps cover up the ball joints and things. It just creates a natural sort of hiding. It's really good. The paint job's really nice as well. I'm loving the lighter colours mixed in with the dark colours to give it that sort of depth of fur look. So that's really cool as well. Let me just stand him up so you can see him properly as well. So there we are. I've got a bit more in a bit more of a bestial stance now, and a bit more dominant as he's stood up. So you can get a better look at the head sculpt and the neck and things like that. It's very well blended. Loving those little scratch mark things on the body. They look really cool. And again, you can see that fur colour going all the way through the figure as well. Some nice battle damage done to him. Again, beautiful figure. Really happy with this one. I've been waiting a long time for this King Kong, and I'm so glad we waited because it is so nice. And something totally different. King Kong, I mean, totally different to what I'm usually, you know, reviewing. So this is a nice change. Definitely need to get a classic Japanese Godzilla now to go with him, so we can do the classic, you know, King Kong vs Godzilla with that coming out next year as well. Be a lot of fun to have both. But guys, what are your thoughts on this Kong? Let me know in the comments down below. So guys, what are your thoughts on this Kong? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear back from you guys and your thoughts. It's a great figure, but I want to know what your thoughts are on it. So let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribing, it really supports us. It really helps out and helps us to keep making awesome videos like this. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, may the force be with you. Bye!